Hello and welcome to another episode of Simon's Safety Tips. Last week we were in Tasmania looking at the trout and the Tasmanian devil with its amazing retractable appendages. This week we head up the coast up to North Queensland where practically everything kills you. We're going to be learning about some safety tips that will ensure that you have a safe week up at the Carnival. Join us and learn about some things that will ensure your safety. Let's go. Our first stop is the beach. As you can see, we've got beautiful palm trees and fantastic beaches. But unfortunately, it's not going to help you because for most cases, you really can't swim here. For one, there's poisonous stingers, there's sharks and there's crocodiles. As you can see over here, this is one of our main beaches, but unfortunately you can't swim here. If, however, you do choose to swim here, you can use a local trick by wearing some pantyhose over your legs, which prevents you from getting stung from stingers. It's not going to save you from any sharks or crocodiles, but it can prevent you from getting stung from a nasty irukandji. The other way is don't swim in there at all, or swim at the nets. Be safe, guys. Don't muck around with this. Another tip for North Queensland is to check the wheel arches of your car. Every now and then we come up with a critter we like to call a snake. Now, over here we've got one that we've just pulled out from the wheel arch. But you don't want to find, this is a beautiful black-headed python, but you don't want to find its bigger brother, the taipan. Now this one probably won't hurt you, but if you do find something like this, you need to get the RSPCA in. Now let's see what other safety tips we can find in North Queensland, eh? Beautiful specimen. Now before you go outside and start putting shoes on, it's probably best to check that there's no critters that have crawled in there overnight. Things like spiders, scorpions, millipedes, centipedes, they pack a punch if you chuck your foot on an unsuspecting creature. Let's have a look at what we can find around here. Here we go. Have a look. This is the desert scorpion. Beautiful specimen. I'm just going to put my gloves on because it does pack a sting that you'll remember well into your far North Queensland trip. Let's have a look at this guy. This is a female. It's quite aggressive around mating season. Let's have a look if we can pick one of these guys up. Alright, have a look at this guy. This thing is amazing, but you don't want to be putting it, oh geez, we don't want to be putting it anywhere near our body parts. That's why I've got these gloves. Don't muck around, call the RSPCA. Over and out. We'll go to the next one, just coming up next up this break. It's safe to take these things off? Yeah, you're right. Alright, Mike and I have just found a Tiwanese Ghecko hanging around the house. Now, these are quite dangerous in that it can actually spurt a toxic chemical into your eyes and mouth if provoked. Now, one of the dangers of this is that they actually get mistaken for the Australian gecko, which the only difference being is that the Taiwanese has a red claw, whereas the Australian doesn't. And it's quite hard, obviously, as you can see how small the claws are. Now, you can actually see on this container where this guy has actually spurted his toxic chemical, his toxin into the actual container. Got to be really careful of these ones. As you can see, we're in the house, and this was caught just in this house. They like to hang around the architraves, around the doorposts, and they like to catch the bugs that hang around the lights. Please be careful with this, guys. Avoid at all costs. Prevention's better than cure. If you do get some venom some toxins in your mouth, induce vomiting straight away and call an ambulance. Don't muck around with this, guys. Your safety is at hand. Well, if those things haven't killed you, the sun and the heat will. You need to remember the 6 S's of North Queensland. Slip, slop, slap, slide, slurp and sleep. First one, slip on a shirt. The next one, slop on some sunscreen. Next one, slap on a hat. Next one, slide on some shades. Slurp a drink, keep hydrated. The next one's sleep, because in North Queensland, it takes it out of you and you need your nap time. Join us next week in South Australia as we see what can kill you there. Follow Simon's safety tips and you'll keep safe for this week. See you later.